Alright, we are now in 12.5, which is all about stock dividends. Remember, we are talking about stocks. Stock, you may receive a dividend. A dividend is the money you earn as a shareholder of the company. You may receive an amount specified by the corporation for each share of stock that you own. The annual yield is your annual proceeds for holding a stock. It is expressed as a percent of the price. Just like with certificates of deposit, the higher your yield, the greater the return on your investment during the year. In order to calculate the yield, you first need to know the total annual dividend using this formula. So to find our total annual dividend, we're going to take the annual dividend per share and multiply it by the number of shares. And then the formula for the annual yield is the annual dividend per share divided by the cost per share. Alright, so at the end of the year, some companies might have a little bit of money and they're going to give it back to their investors. You are an investor if you own stock in a company. So it might just be like 58 cents per share of stock. So if you have 100 stocks and you're getting 58 cents back, you just got $58 back at the end of the year. So Susanna owns 100 shares of Wagoneer Incorporation stock. The stock ranged from a low of $37.26 to a high of $52.86. The annual dividend is $1.10. What is the total annual dividend? What is the annual yield based on the high and the low? Another thing I want you to notice though is if you look at your two formulas, annual dividend per share, annual dividend per share, it's going to be that same exact number. So it's that annual dividend per share, which it will tell you right here. Annual dividend. It's this small number of $1.10. Alright. So to find the total annual dividend, you have to take your annual dividend per share and multiply it by the number of shares. So your annual dividend per share is at $1.10. If you have 100 shares in that, then it's going to be $110 as your total annual dividend. Now note that this question was asking you for the total annual dividend and the total annual yield, so this will actually be one of your answers. And then to find the annual yield based on the high and the low, let's use orange. Alright. Using the high, using the low. It's the same formula for both. Annual dividend per share divided by the cost per share. Alright, so remember that annual dividend per share is the same number you had here. So it's going to be that $1.10. You can go ahead and do these simultaneously. Now remember the high, it tells you a high of $52.86 and a low of $37.26. So the high will give us 0.02080, and the low will give us 0.02952. But remember, we want it as a percent. So you can just take that number and multiply it by 100. You should get 2.08% as your annual yield, and 2.952% as your annual yield. So you're not going to know which one of these two they decide to give back. They could maybe say, okay, depending on the high, they might give you back the high. They might be using the low. They will state it whenever they start to calculate it, so you can kind of know how much you're going to be getting back. Also, dividends, when you are looking for these and you're getting dividends back, they're going to have a date that they declare dividends. So if you have stock in a company and you just happen to sell it on December 14th, and then on December 15th, that company says, all right, we're giving back everybody that owns share in our stock $1.10 per share. Whoever has stock on that December 15th day and time that they announce it, that's who's going to get the share of stock. Doesn't matter. That person that had it, somebody had it all year, and then on December 14th they sold the stock. Whoever bought it from them and whoever has it on December 15th is who gets the dividend back. Doesn't matter about everybody else, just that person on the day that they declare it. They're going to say, on this day, all these people are going to get it. The people that sold, well, you know what? Too bad, they're out of luck. But yeah.